According to the latest LinkedIn worker confidence study, worker confidence has dropped to an all-time low, at least a low over the past 4 or 5 years. And you could look at the research and the data around this, why this is happening. And I get it. It's tough. We're in a crazy market. AI is making a big impact. But I want to focus on where the opportunities are, because I get it's challenging and I get it's difficult. But where are the opportunities? And I firmly believe that even during tough times, that's actually when you start to see the best and the most unique opportunities that start to emerge. So there are opportunities, I think, in a couple different areas. The first is in specific sectors. So for example, if you look in areas like vocational jobs, there's over 1 million jobs that are open in areas like manufacturing, construction, HVAC, plumbing, electricians, over 1 million jobs in that area. There are also a lot of jobs open in the healthcare space, in the business and professional services space, in the technology, cybersecurity space. And so there are still very much sectors that are hiring and hiring aggressively. And to be honest, in a lot of these vocational jobs, you can make very strong 6-figure salaries. However, the bigger opportunity that I want to talk about here is how you should be changing and thinking differently about how you're looking for jobs and trying to succeed in your job. And that is where I think AI comes into play and where technology comes into play. Now, I remember many, many years ago when I left the corporate world, I was trying to build something on my own. And I was trying to look for side projects, consulting work. And there was a tool that I found. It was called a Craigslist scanner. And basically what it would do, and this was, again, 17, 18 years ago, it would scan all of Craigslist for people that were looking for help with social media marketing, with search engine optimization, with anything that at the time was a core skill set that I could offer. And I remember every day I would have this scanner running for hours, and then it would come back to me and it would feed me dozens, many dozens of jobs. And then I would go through and I would send all of these people messages letting them know that I could potentially help them. And that's ultimately how I grew my consulting business. And this was before AI. Again, this was before a lot of these amazing tools and technologies that we have now. And I was still able to find this really unique tool that was able to scrape these sites like Craigslist to help me find the consulting opportunities. So for fun, here's what I did. I went into ChatGPT. And I started playing around with it and looking at a couple different options. So if I was a new or an employee looking to get a job in an organization, I kind of played around with it and looked at what I might be able to do. So I went into ChatGPT and I said, I'm looking for a job in Los Angeles, in California, and I am looking for something in the HR space. And so again, you can use the free version of ChatGPT for this or the paid version. You can use Grok, you can use whatever you want. And so I just want to give you some context and perspective around the power that these tools today can have to help you find a role. And then I'll talk a little bit about if you're in an existing role and you want to continue to thrive and succeed in there, how again you can use these tools. So let's see what ChatGPT gave me. So first it gave me statewide. Across the state of California, 21,000 positions, and then it breaks it down. Generalist, HR managers, entry-level, recruiters, nonprofit roles. It gives me a breakdown for the entire state. And then I say, well, I'm looking for something in the city of Los Angeles. Help me find a job in HR in Los Angeles. And it says, okay, well, in the city of Los Angeles, there are 4,000 HR roles open. Again, it breaks it down by HR manager, entry-level, generalist. It gives me the sites like ZipRecruiter, like Glassdoor, and it gives me, again, a full breakdown of all this. Then it also tells me the top employers and sectors where these HR jobs are around. So for example, Apple, ByteDance, Disney, these are some of the big employers looking for HR roles in Los Angeles. Hospitality, Hilton, Delta Airlines, and again, it gives me nonprofits, a pretty good breakdown there. Then again, it gives me salary potential. There are 400 plus roles in Los Angeles that are starting at $100,000 and above. So 400 in Los Angeles. Then it gives me suggestions for my job search. Okay, so it gives me the different locations of where these companies are, where I should start looking, who I should start contacting. And then basically what it does is it breaks it down even further. It says recommended application strategy. So it says, here's what you can do to start looking for a job. Here's how you can set customized alerts. And then it says, if you even want to put your job description that you found online into ChatGPT, I'll help you craft a resume. I'll help you find people that you can connect with. I'll help you draft LinkedIn messages. It'll be a very powerful, I mean, I wish I had something like this at my fingertips when I was looking for a job, 20 plus years ago, more 20, 22 plus years ago, because I remember what I had to do is I would go into Monster or Career Builder, I would find jobs, and I would probably apply for 100 plus jobs in a given week. Everybody would get a different letter, a cover letter. I would tailor my resumes to everybody. You have these AI tools at your disposal that can do this for you in seconds. So you can be very effective and tailored and customized in how you're using these technologies for looking for jobs. So I think probably the greatest opportunity here, if you're looking for a role, is to tap into these AI tools to see how they can help you. It'll help you prepare for a job. It'll help you develop case studies. You can put any experiences or information that you have about yourself. It'll help you craft a powerful narrative for you. It'll develop an elevator pitch. It'll refine your resume for you. Again, it'll do all the things that you need to have the highest chance of success of finding a role. Now, that's that area. So again, we talked about opportunities specifically in industries. We talked about opportunities specifically if you are a new potential employee at an organization. Now let's talk about some opportunities if you are an employee at an organization and you are looking to get ahead more inside the organization. So again, here's where you can use something like AI to really help you. So for example, let's say you're in HR and you want to transition into a role, let's say in engineering or in customer experience. You can use these AI tools and say, hey, I'm in HR right now, kind of bored in my role. I'm looking for career mobility inside the company, and I really want to move into something in engineering or in marketing. Help me make a transition out of where I am into this other role. And these AI tools will give you a detailed plan that you can follow, including a curriculum, including courses that you can find online, many of them that are free, books that you can read. It'll give you work projects that you can do. It'll help you do everything that you need so that you can move from the current role that you're in into a desired role that you want to go to. Same thing if you want to get ahead in your current role. Let's say I'm an HR manager. I want to get to be a senior HR manager or HR director. Again, use these AI tools. Let these tools help you figure out how to get ahead. And it'll tell you what you need to do, the qualities, the skills that you need to demonstrate. It'll help you figure out how to have the right conversations with your leader inside your organization. So there is a tremendous opportunity to use these AI tools to help you not only succeed in the role that you're in, but also to find a role that you can succeed in. So there's a lot of opportunity out here, and I get it. There's a lot of doom and gloom. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of worker confidence being low. But we also need to talk about the tremendous opportunity that does exist if you are willing to actually look into these opportunities. If you're looking to explore vocational roles, if you're looking to explore professional and business services, if you're willing to tap into these different tools and technologies like AI. So there are still tremendous opportunities out there. Don't get discouraged. I remember when I was looking for a job after I graduated college, I had none of these tools at my disposal, and I was probably spending 40, 50 hours a week looking for a job. I remember what it was like to write the cover letters. I remember what it was like to go to these job interviews only to be told time and time again that I'm not qualified. I've gone through this entire process. And ultimately, what I ended up doing is building something on my own. And that's another option that you can explore too. Again, with something like these AI tools like ChatGPT, you can decide maybe you want to build something on your own, create a website. You can have these tools and platforms code for you. So again, try to see where these opportunities are because there are many of them. Some of the most successful businesses and the most successful companies in the world were started during tough times, during recessions. And we're in actually a pretty successful economic time overall. So again, tap into these tools, look for the opportunities. I promise you they are out there. Keep your head up, don't get discouraged, and be smart about how you're looking for roles and how you're trying to succeed in the role that you're in. Because worker confidence generally might be low, but your confidence does not need to be low. You do not need to be one of those people. Opportunities are there. Look for them.